Times are pretty rough here on Wall Street, so we came down here to find out from people exactly what happened. What's wrong with this bailout plan and why didn't it pass?
Nothing's wrong with it. Nothing. It's good for Americans. It's good for us.
You think the bailout is a good thing?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but it's necessary.
Definitely don't support the bailout at all. I don't believe that we should be using taxpayers' money to bail them out.
I think it was a bad selling job by the leadership of both parties, and including our president.
There's an election coming up. Everybody in the House is going to have to stand for re-election in just a few weeks' time. They're very, very aware of that, and so they put really the views of their constituents above the views of the party and the views of the administration.
I still think sometimes politicians still see it as a game. They still want, their piece of the law. Somebody in November wants to be able to say, hey, I did this, I did that.
What do you think they should do? What's the solution?
I think the first step is for them to step in and buy the mortgage-backed securities like they said will be the first step to clean up the bank's balance sheet.
Make tougher laws about the banks giving credit cards to people who have no jobs.
We have got to restore the credit facilities in this country or loans are not going to be made.
You know, I'm a social worker, and for the longest time we talked about, these kinds of bailouts, the savings and loan as, welfare for the rich. And, now it's just another $700 billion to people that were irresponsible on Wall Street.
In a capitalist world, if a company goes out of business, they go out of business. The stronger companies will survive and the weaker ones will fail.
How Darwin of you.
It's capitalist natural selection.
Oh, Sarah Palin would not agree.
You don't think so?
Think it's going to get worse before it gets better?
I think it'll get scarier before it gets better, but I think we're almost near bottom. That's the good side.
What we need is some sense that there's going to be an end to this whole kind of plummet. This building across the street really thrives on certainty, and right now all we have is panic and a kind of like almost like a know-nothing culture at the moment.
What's your bailout plan?
I'm loving it. I'm taking advantage of it. Yeah, I lost money the past few days on Wachovia and Washington Mutual, but overall, it's a buying opportunity of a lifetime. So you
think that right now it's a good time to buy because everything's on sale. It's like a clearance of stocks.
Yes.
Everything must go.
Yes, exactly.
It's fine. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not I'll have my job in a couple weeks. We'll see. It's fun.